Let's get the read from former Justice Department official J. Christian Adams. All right, you're looking at all of this, Christian. What are you making of how it's going thus far? Do you think Rachel Mitchell was a risk on the part of Republicans using this Maricopa County prosecutor specializing in sex crimes and the like to do the questioning on Republican senators' behalf? Good idea?
Well, I think it was a risk that paid off, Neil, because she exposed a number of serious inconsistencies and changing stories. And that's, Neil, why we have statutes of limitation in this country, is so 30, 40, 50 years later, you can't have people subjected to the sort of ritual defamation that seems to be going on, where people are coming out of the woodwork.
For smart guys like you, I guess they're obvious. And I understood where the line of question was going about, well, you say you're afraid of flying, but man, oh man, you've flown all over the world. I knew where she was going without saying it, but it was a tortured, albeit very surgical approach to get to that point. But I'm wondering whether it's registering. I mean, that's always, I know, kind of a gut read of things, but that's what I'm talking about.
Right. I think it registers with the senators who are going to decide this.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think that people understand inconsistencies. When you say you can't fly, but you go to Tahiti and Costa Rica and all over the world, it just doesn't make sense. When you say that X number of people were at the party and then suddenly it's more than X, it doesn't make sense. And I think that's what we saw this morning. I think she might believe some of this, but I also think it's 30, almost 40 years ago where memories fog. We know that Holton Arms and this party scene had a wild, truly astonishing level of debauchery and alcohol. I mean, I'd like to hear that question asked. Were you drunk? And it just wasn't asked, not because she would deserve it, but because it would cloud memories.
Because a lot she didn't know. She knew 100%, though, that it was Brett Kavanaugh. Now, when he eventually gets up there, and all this is running late, I understand, but it's hard to say for sure, he is going to have to deal with some very tough questions from Democratic senators, as well as a lot of, pointed ones from Rachel Mitchell, who's going to cross-examine in pretty much the way she was going after Dr. Ford. So unlike Clarence Thomas appearing after Anita Hill back in '91, there won't appear to be a friendly off switch for him.
Well, let's see if all the Republicans yield their time. Perhaps that's the plan. I'd be surprised if they all did. I think Ted Cruz is well suited to take over the reins on that score. Look, Neil, this is a war over the Constitution. We have seen absolute mayhem in the last 3 weeks, where there's hundreds of people in Washington willing to do anything to stop this nomination. And I think people out in America find this incredibly distasteful. I don't know whether or not they believe her. She may believe what she's saying, but it was so long ago. That's why we have due process. That's why we have statutes of limitation.
One of the line of question again, and I understood a little bit what Rachel Mitchell was getting at about who paid for your lie detector test, who was in the room, was it videotaped, recorded, et cetera. She's trying to get across there that there was an operative base of people supporting her and getting her to this point, even in that hearing room. Is that resonating?
I think it's incredibly fascinating about these mysterious friends on the beach who did they tell her to call? I was intrigued by the answer.
Who those friends were. I mean, that struck me as well. The
New York Times and the Washington Post will save you. And so she goes to them. This is a woman who's donated to Democrats. She's an ideological activist marching in these women's marches.
Did you believe her then, Chris, when she also said if it were any of the other justices who could come to the fore, or the candidates, it wouldn't have prompted this, that she did this because it was Brett Kavanaugh?
Right. That's what she said, but that's after he was picked. And so, look, Kavanaugh at that point,
he was on the short list.
Right. And so, look, and then she says she doesn't know how to contact the White House. This is a woman with 4 advanced degrees and clearly linked into politics. There's some things in her story that I don't think have been fully revealed who's been driving this. We know things don't happen by accident in Washington.
Always good talking to you, my friend. Thank you very much.